24 hours.
Edibles will have you a whole different kind.
Oh, Lord. I was like, Lord Jesus, I wanted my kids to take me to the emergency room.
I
I was like, my house is breathing.
Oh,
There's something wrong.
I took one and I was so damn stuck. I was like, bro, this is, I'm done.
That's why you smoke. You can dose it back.
Okay.
Well, you're going to have a dispensary, so maybe you need to do I need to take a class or something.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to
get
responsibly take your medication.
Okay, so welcome to Some What You Think podcast. Today, what we're talking about is
happiness.
What is happiness?
Love and
There's
happiness.
not a actual to me. There's not a definition of happiness. You might be able to look it up in the dictionary, but that doesn't define what true happiness is.
So, what is happiness to you, T-Dot?
To me, I'm happy when I'm with my kids. I'm happy when I don't have to. I'm not financially, struggling. That's happiness to me. I'm happy when everything is in accordance, like everything is going
according to plan.
When you pay all your bills, you still got some money left over.
That's good too. But if I just pay all my bills and I'm okay with that too, nothing's cut off, everything's on. I don't care if I don't have another dime in my pocket, but everything is taken care of. That's happiness to me. Peace is happiness to me. That's my definition of peace.
Mack O, what is happiness to you, my brother?
She stole my answer. She was copying off my test. Peace. To me, peace, man. Also, things that make me happy is real conversations. Real conversations with real people.
Right.
Watching humans be like at their best, like looking out for other humans.
That's dope.
Right.
Sharing or like see a little kid help another little kid, like those type of things, or strangers helping each other. Those things make me happy. Watching like real life human connections, make people laugh.
Human compassion.
Those are things. Humanity.
Humanity, yes. The beautiful side of it.
Yeah, the beautiful side of it is what makes me happy. Is when humans are living like at our best, whether we just sitting around, just laughing. There's nothing realer than
what do you consider happiness?
I think it is, man. I think the ability to ever experience joy, I think, makes me happy. So laughing, not being involved in dysfunction, definitely spending time with my family and kids. I think waking up and having a mindset to where I can be driven to chase and have purpose in my life brings me happiness. I see a lot of people that wake up and they're not pleased with their bodies. They're not pleased with their job. You go to work and you look at Facebook and you look at memes. You're like, I'm waiting for this time to go by. I think whenever you can wake up and you can actually be grateful for everything that you have in your life and be content with that, we still want more is what makes me happy.
I don't think having like a issue like I don't think I'm less happy because I want to lose 10 pounds. That doesn't make me unhappy. That's something that I need to do. That's a goal.
But I think you still.
But having an issue with my appearance is not so much. That's more. If it's self-esteem, that's one thing. I don't think I'm all right, but I think I would be all right if I lost 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So,
do you feel like you yourself are beautiful? Do you feel like you're beautiful to yourself?
I'm beautiful in my own way.
There you go. That's what I was getting at.
I am my own kind of beautiful. To me, I see people that don't get the grasp the concept of happiness. Being messy is their happiness. It's some people I just want to just look them in the face and say, listen, you're so wounded, you're so damaged that you don't have a concept of what joy is. So you think everything. Social media to some people is like has given y'all PTSD. Man. Every meme is about you. Every post is about you. Everything is about you that is negative. And so you find joy in these hoes is hating, these you all on me. That's not happiness to have that kind of energy. That's actually being miserable. Happiness to me is I can scroll down my timeline, I can scroll down Instagram and nothing affects me. I'm like. Yeah. I don't know that I had a friend who was making subs about me for about 2 months. Yeah. And I'm liking all of this shit. I didn't know it was me she was talking about. Yeah. There was a downgrade and blah, blah, blah. And if it wasn't for the guy that was the center of this whole situation, I'd have never known that it was me that she was dragging. Yeah. Because in my mind, I'm happy. I don't think there's anything, I'm doing anything wrong. I would have never even took the time to think, well, maybe in my mind, I don't think I'm that important to anybody other than me and my kids. So that's happiness to me. Like, it goes over my head. Like
I think
that type of
I think
So it
people,
sounds like I hear both of y'all.
I think people
saying-
pursuing fulfillment makes me happy.
What was that?
fulfillment.
People pursuing fulfillment. So when I go down my timeline like her, I see people that wake up and they're like, they want to go out and make the world a better place. That makes me happy. Because it's dope, man. There's some people that wake up and they don't have that sense of fulfillment. They don't know what they want to do. And they're just miserable and they're all over the place. But I think that kind of makes me happy to see people that are pursuing it.
People who are too serious make me not happy. I don't like.
You can't banging on breakfast?
I mean, they banging on bacon.
Like, legitimate, man. I really feel like being content is something that I strive for, and I'm happy when things are in balance. And what I mean by, like, pretty much the same things y'all talked about. When you
things work out in order.
things are in peace in your life. Peace is really the word.
Right.
that I keep
Peace
coming
is
back
dope,
to.
yeah.
Peace is when I'm happy. When I'm at peace, that means my money is right,
Mm-hmm.
my life is right, things are in balance.
Your kids' lives are right. Your friends, the people when the people I love are good,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
good.
Straight up.
That's
Okay.
happiness right there.
Let me ask y'all this, because we live in a society that we've been trained to live a certain way. Like, there's a certain expectation that we're all fighting to live up to. Everybody is a victim of peer pressure on some level. Whether it's the type of car that you should drive before you feel like you
Have made it.
you could be successful, or you can let your guard down and you can feel happy, or the type of house that you live in, the type of schools your kids go to. All these things are also things that we factor into. So lately I've been trying to like shave away all the things that I realize these are just things society told me
Right.
that I'm supposed to want.
Right, right.
That make me happy. Because like, if you really sit back and look, a lot of y'all are chasing shit that even when you get it,
It's
it
not
ain't
gonna make you happy. Right.
Money
It's
doesn't
just
make
society.
doesn't buy
So
happiness.
You go to school
Right.
and you get a degree in something you're not interested in because
Right.
people told you,
Been there.
don't go do what you want to go do because you ain't gonna make no money doing that.
Right.
So go to school and get this degree and do this job that you hate, but people will spend years pursuing things at the end of the day
Right.
don't make them happy. Do what really makes you happy. Well, I challenge everyone to go find somewhere quiet, get alone, and
Introspection.
figure out what really makes
Right.
you, not what your mama said should make you happy,
Right.
what your wife said, what your kids, none of those things. What truly makes you happy, and then start doing it, because sometimes you might realize you might not need a big house. You might not need a house.
Right.
Some of y'all might be happy living in a small apartment, or homeless, or walking through, hitchhiking across the country.
So basically, what makes you happy ain't gonna make me happy.
Right.
Right.
It's not. It's a
And that's
totally
okay.
different thing. But you got to find out. You have to get to know who you are as a person to know what makes you happy. Like, people always tell me, like, oh, you should travel. Well, that's not what really makes me happy. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind traveling, but travel is not my goal. That's somebody. That might be one of my best friends' goals.
That might be preacher's goal.
But that's not what That's not what I wake up and say. Oh, I can't wait till I go to Spain. No, I'm thinking, ooh, I'm supposed to make this money. I'm gonna be able to, do whoopty bam. As far as my kids, they're not struggling. That's my happy place. Not struggle, because I've been in the struggle. So my happy place is the non-struggle. And then not necessarily like my sister always trying to get me to go on cruise. Well, that's not a goal in my life. I can live without ever getting on a boat.
You don't find a sense of fulfillment.
I don't care for all that water.
Yeah.
Not at all. That's period. So
But
it's
there
about
are
finding
people-
your happiness. It's
There
about
are
finding what you
people
like.
right now that are going to work, saving up to do shit like that, to go on cruises just so they can say they went and they can strike it off their list of things. But that's not something they really want to do. They want to live that for other people.
Right.
Or
Because somebody else said that's the goal. Mind your business, travel, drink water,
Right.
all that other. That's not what I want to do. That's not a goal. So find what you really want to do.
Right.
Find what your in all actuality, my long-term goal is to start and help single moms. That's my long-term goal.
That's tight.
That's what would make me happy,
Right.
is to be able to say that I saved a baby's life because I helped the mama.
Right.
Because you see all these kids that, they get killed because the mama ain't is leaving it with whoever, whatever, doing all that kind of stuff. My goal, my happiness would be to mentor
I like that.
young single mama, because I was that young single mama. So, and unfortunately, we don't have the same grandmas that we used to have. Now, I ain't saying it's an age thing, because my mom was a grandma earlier than I was, as far as age-wise. But you just have to, we don't have that same mentality. Like, that's my happiness, is to be able to teach somebody how to be a better mother.
I love that stuff, man. I like mentorship.
Right.
So, you guys, basically, I would say do some introspection. Start doing some self-analysis, self-inventory. Try to figure out what your obsessions is, because a lot of times we do live our life and, you know, follow what society depicts as success, and we end up losing the sense of who we are, chasing things that really cause more stress in the long run than actually having that sense of authenticity in what we're created to do. Figure out why you're on earth, like Mack O said a couple episodes. Figure out why you're here on earth, man. I think that life is so short, man. It's ridiculous to die and not figure out why you've been on earth, or figure out what actually gives you that sense of happiness.
And don't let nobody put their dreams off on you.
Straight up.
Their happiness. Some people, their happiness is being self-employed or being an entrepreneur. That might not be your calling. That's not my calling. I don't want to be self-employed. I want to go get a check every guaranteed. Bottom line, I like side hustling, but I don't want to be independently employed.
The bottom line is secure that bag. Secure the bag.
People try to put something off on you.
Unless money don't make you happy. Some people, money doesn't make you happy. Some people, you have to realize, you know what, I don't need a lot of stuff. I don't want a lot of stuff, so you won't let money motivate you. You figure out what makes you happy. I'm happy sitting around laughing. I don't need a lot of stuff, man. I like to sit around with good people.
Say, laughing is dope, man.
Watch.
Having a good time.
Laughing is dope, man.
I've had better times sitting at home with the home girls, or on our girls' night in. Where we just sit around and we just shoot the shit. We might have a bottle and we just hang out with each other. It's not even about getting cute to try to impress anybody. We ain't looking for no man. We just want to sit around each other and enjoy each other's company. That's a happy place for us. Whereas some women feel like if no men ain't around, we ain't gonna have a good time. No, I don't need it.
Y'all not. Everything's better when we're around. Tell the truth now. We ain't got
there's sometimes where it makes sense to just be with, your like-minded friends. I mean, I can be with my homeboys. I can hang out with you.
Yeah, we want.
And we have a good time. But there's sometimes I can hang out with just my core base of friends, and I'm having just as good a time without seeking male attention. Like, I don't have to get dressed up. I can leave my eyelashes at home. I can wear my comfortable bra. I don't have to get all...
What's the difference between a comfortable bra and a regular bra?
They sit up different.
The comfortable one...
They lay down. How you doing? They just kind of do their thing. Like, no bra at all.
Just look like that.
Which one makes you...
Long as a night in jail. That's what I want to do when I hang out with my friends.
Oh my God.
Just waiting on my
my titties hanging is happiness.
She said her titties is long like a night in jail.
Titties are hanging. That's happiness for me.
That's what
funny as hell.
Greatest happiness when you hear them say, "Oh," when they take their balls. I know. I'm like, my wife is relaxed now. When I hear,
that could be your happiness.
Be happy.
Alright, man, we appreciate you guys tuning in. So what you think? Make sure you like, share, comment. My name is Preach.
I'm happy when the hang low too.
T-Dot.
I'm Mack O.
You happy with the same way?
Yeah, man. Let the
that is a happy place for a lot of women.
National Geographic. Wow.
If you have, especially when you're top heavy, we like that. I'm happy with it.
I want to know why was everybody born with one?
Listen, no, I was God the other day. I was at work and I didn't realize how low cut my shirt was, and I was at my desk and I was just tired. I was broad at my desk and my came from up under my shirt. I was like,
Whoa! It came under your shirt?
I